Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I have an excellent topic to discuss, so before we proceed, please like and subscribe to the channel. Every once in a while, a player doesn't just play the game, he rewrites it. Not with tricks or flashy moments, but with heart, defiance, and the kind of brilliance that refuses to fade. And on one unforgettable night, football realized that greatness has no age. He was 40. He wasn't supposed to be here anymore. The world had moved on, new stars, new stories, a new era. But Cristiano Ronaldo had one final chapter to write. Across from him stood Lamine Yamal. 17 years old. The golden boy of Spain. The future of football. He had just dismantled France in the semis. 2 goals. Untouchable. The media dubbed this final, the passing of the torch. Except Ronaldo wasn't ready to let go. Portugal versus Spain. A clash of generations. One man chasing his last dream. The other, chasing his first crown. From kickoff, Spain looked sharper. Quicker. Hungrier. Yamal floated between the lines like a dancer, threading passes, turning defenders. He even assisted the first goal with a perfect cross. Spain 1, Portugal 0. And for a while, it looked like the prophecy was coming true. But legends don't fade quietly. Just before halftime, Ronaldo dropped deep, something he never used to do. He wasn't the sprinter anymore. He was the conductor. He pinged a diagonal ball to Leao on the wing. Seconds later, cross comes in. Boom, header, classic Ronaldo. 1-1. He didn't celebrate. Just pointed to the sky. A message, I'm still here. Spain came out flying. Yamal danced again, this time drawing a penalty. 2-1 Spain. The new king looked ready to ascend. And then. Silence. Ronaldo stood still. Hands on hips. Staring at the scoreboard. Some thought he was tired. But those who knew him, they saw it differently. He was calculating. Minute 73. Free kick. Not ideal range. But for Ronaldo? Perfect. He steps up. Crowd holds its breath. Top corner, unreal. 2-2. The stadium erupted, not just with cheers, but with disbelief. How was he still doing this? Then came the moment. Minute 88. Counter-attack. Ronaldo doesn't sprint anymore, but he arrives. Ball lands in the box. Deflected. Loose. Ronaldo. One touch. One shot. Goal. Hat trick. He doesn't flex. He doesn't smile. He just sinks to his knees. Eyes closed. Because he knows, this was it. His last great masterpiece. Portugal win 3-2. Ronaldo walks off, arm around Yamal. No rivalry. Just respect. In an age obsessed with stats, speed, and youth. Cristiano Ronaldo reminded the world that some things can't be measured. Not in numbers. Not in trophies. But in legacy. He wasn't the fastest that night. Not the most technical. But he was inevitable. When Portugal needed him, at 40 years old. He answered. And as the camera zoomed out. With one legend bowing and the next rising. We realized. There are stars. There are champions. And then, there are kings. Cristiano Ronaldo. The king never gave up his throne. There's something almost mythical about Cristiano Ronaldo. Not just because of the goals or the records, but because of the way he did it. From the skinny teenager stepping onto Old Trafford with frosted tips and flash, to the global icon raising trophies on 3 different continents, his journey wasn't just about football. It was about obsession, sacrifice, and a fire that refused to go out. Ronaldo didn't grow up with much, but what he lacked in comfort, he made up for in drive. People saw the talent early, but what they didn't see was the kid who stayed after training until it was dark, the boy who did sit-ups before bed every night because he wanted to be stronger, faster, better. While most players waited for greatness to find them, Ronaldo hunted it down. He wasn't always loved. At Manchester United, he was mocked for diving and doing too many stepovers. But within a few seasons, he transformed himself, bulked up, sharpened his decision-making, and became the Premier League's most dangerous weapon. When he left for Real Madrid, it wasn't just for a new challenge, it was to chase immortality. And in Madrid, he became exactly that. 450 goals. 4 Champions League titles. Countless moments that left fans speechless. He wasn't just competing with defenders, he was competing with history. Every sprint, every goal celebration, every flex of those muscles. It all came from that voice in his head whispering, "You're not done yet." But what's most fascinating about Ronaldo isn't just the peak, it's the longevity. When most players fade by their early 30s, Ronaldo kept evolving. He adapted. Became more efficient. Focused more on positioning, on timing. And even when critics said he was finished, after leaving Real, after the World Cup exits, after every "he's past it" headline, he responded the only way he knew how. With goals. With silverware. With moments. At Juventus, in the Euros, back at Manchester United, he never stopped showing up when it mattered most. This is not the story of a perfect athlete. It's the story of a relentless one. The story of a boy from Madeira who refused to be ordinary. The story of a man who became more than just a footballer, he became a symbol. Of work ethic. Of resilience. Of greatness by force, not by fate. This is the story of Cristiano Ronaldo. And whether you love him or hate him, one thing's for sure. You will never see another quite like him.